Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Dominions, turn 54. Let's see what's going on in the world today. Some nature gems from Airmore. This whole trading thing is very informal. It's just like whatever I have I give him, whatever he has he gives me, and there's no real reason for it, but hey, I'm not really going to complain about it. I did not get a horror helm, so can't give that to TNG. I'm not so sure if I would either. They're pretty good just to have one if I ever want to go thugs or anything like that. I don't think I have SC chassis, so that's not really necessarily going to be able to be a thing. Finished Conjuration 7, so I'm excited about that. And shoot straight up enchantment pretty quickly because it was at 0 before. I'm pretty sure it was at 0 before. Yeah, so easy peasy. Is AI now, like I mentioned, and good old AI is still kicking around, claiming thrones in their name, so good on them. Hinnom has no trouble fighting AI though. Let's see what his current setup is. Blessing, body ethereal, so he's an astral blood. And then this is his kit. Girdle of Might, more strength, and reinvigoration. So that's really for the reinvigoration, I think. Regeneration, more strength. You know, honestly, I don't really think you need like strength on a giant. You could probably give him like chi shoes or something like that. Well, maybe you don't have any air, but anyways. Oh no, you have air because you're making chainmails of displacement. So that's a good one though, because it adds an extra layer of defense. Gore helmet, that's what I'm talking about, because you get extra attacks then. Ice Aegis is cool, but it's limited usefulness if you're fighting in hot, which Hinnom is basically always going to be hot. And then yeah, Flesh Eater, it does, if you're wounded you might go berserk, so that's now a thing I know. And then he has increased attack skill, so that's cool. And that's a lot of arrows raining down on him and not hitting him. Astral Shield up just in time. Good on him. Yeah, and then he's gonna just chew through those guys and probably take nil amounts of damage. Oh, he got hit once. Good for them. Yeah, these guys are not gonna do squat. Alright, that was fun to watch for a bit. Bonelands, that was the province that ostensibly is on TNG's side of the border, but I just needed to move through. Hi Magus, that's cool. I think he was recruiting them from that province that's in that choke point between the two ponds. Yeah, so Yomi is still wandering around with 60 guys and being annoying. And there was a battle in Yomi. We'll watch this. You probably already guessed what happens. My setup is super effective. I should have had them hold an attack. That would have probably been better, because they can't really get the benefit of these things now that I'm casting. Yeah, Lamias have 5 protection, so that's kind of rough unless you can get it higher. Yay, ethereal elephants. Go forth and trample. Yeah, there's just too many. There's too many of them. Onis. There's literally so many that ethereal elephants are just gonna get hit anyways. And they make it to my mage's back line, so that's unfortunate. They are all ethereal bodied though, so it's just gonna be kinda hard for them to do anything about it. I have lighted the Northern Star up, but it's too late, too little too late. Kill them all, elephant. Oh, right, he's like fatigued out now because he's in cold still. So, yeah, that actually didn't go as well as I would have hoped. I lose all 5 of my gurus because they just waddle around on their little paws and like sit there and do nothing useful. Just kidding, these guys are really cool. I lose 3 yogis as well and all of my army. 18 lamias. That's sad. That is very sad. I would have liked to use them later. And I kill like 10 guys, so that's great. And of course, because the entrance to Yomi was breached, he storms it. Unfortunately for him, I still have a monolith here at least. So this is going to go poorly for him. You would think not, and yet monolith. Okay, he's got earth power now, so he's up to 8. He has no gems on him, but that's not really going to matter. 36 protection, fortitude, and 200 hit points. They will not hurt him. So let's see what happens. Strength of Gaia, good choice. He is now up to 37 protection. All of my monkeys run away, as monkeys do. Panic. Not so sure if that's the best choice, but it will make them want to run away, so there's that, eventually. Do. Fists of Iron. That's cool. Are they fatigued, or is it just bugging? Punch them in the face. Yeah, that's right. You show them who's boss. Well. Yeah, I don't know why they're just standing there. I feel like they shouldn't be doing that. Oh well. Anyways, we'll cut this one short and show you that I win. I kill 34 of them this time. I even convert some of them to my cause. They are now my demons. I have no way of leading them. No, that's not true. I can use my troll to ferry them around with his 1 death, since there's only 2 of them. Airmore takes that fortress from Yomi. Tianchi takes that fortress from Yomi. And some people die in the Grey Mountains, unfortunately. And my scout was discovered and killed, sadly. And I got the mercenaries. And they're going to go try and take this from Just throw him up front, have him hold and stay behind troops. So I made them run away again, eventually, even though my first attempt was a horrible, miserable failure. This is why I need my secrets back. I don't really have a whole lot of an army, actually, like an actual army. Okay, well this is my army here, but it's really consolidated into one spot, so I can't really fight multiple flanks, especially when I've sort of constrained myself to not crossing this like line of the neutral zone, basically. Yeah, this is where my guy was, my scout was. So he's patrolling heavily there. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. So Airmore is just kind of like bouncing around here. He didn't manage to hold this throne because suddenly a wild Melkort appears. It's super effective. And so if Airmore is just going to be kind of like cutting off this entire border with Hinnom, I can't really actually go and fight Hinnom. So, but I'm more interested now in what's on this throne, even though I still have this guy here scouting. You remember way back when I was like right before I signed the peace treaty with Hinnom, I scout attacked these places. I'm sending a scout to this fort to see if he didn't put any PD there and maybe do that again. Not immediately, but at least to just to see, because I'm not going to poke the sleeping giant until I really need to, until my army's in place. And I still want to take this throne first before I do that, which really I'm just going to cut off Helheim's head and then probably go for Hinnom. This is the other throne that I'm looking at, so that was where Hinnom's Melkwort Raffle stomped her. What else? Okay, so I'm still going to take this army and continue on its path, even though Yomi is being annoying here. But I am going to build up some marginal force, and I'm going to leave these mages here in order to try and do something. I'm summoning my first Siddha. I'm really excited for that. These guys, the Siddhas, I'll show them to you next turn, and then I'll describe basically like why they're the best at everything. Okay, let's just go around and see if I'm recruiting stuff. Okay, I don't really have enough gold to be recruiting everything everywhere. I'm still building palisades both here and here at the same time, but that was last turn that I spent the gold on that. So, oh, I got another guy here, and she's lady here, and she's forging aloe quills. So that's gonna be a great boost to my research. Do I have any right now? Magic item? No. Oh, I got Effigy of War, apparently. Army size plus 50. I actually do use this. Oh, another thing I want to show you. Sorry, I'm bouncing her all around on this game. So, when my yogis and gurus died, the reincarnation mechanic triggered because they were killed in my dominion. Yomi is now my dominion. So what happens with reincarnation is a number of things can happen. It's basically like Dominions for immortality at this point. But you can get new bodies. And I don't know really if there are better like forms. Like there doesn't really seem to be a better form than like a guru. So if you're a yogi and you die, then you can become a guru. But if you're a guru, that you're pretty much already at the highest form, unless you are a guru already and then you become one with your dominion. Basically like the Hindu version of enlightenment and joining the cosmic energy of the universe. You become one with the dominion of your god, which adds dominion strength. So I don't think I showed you in the past, maybe at the very beginning of this episode, but my dominion strength is now 7. If I'm adding my math correctly, my dominion last turn was 5. So now that's where they went. They just joined my dominion and made it more powerful without me having to build more temples and stuff. There are very few ways once you're in the game to actually increase your dominion strength, and this is one of them. And then the rest wound up taking new bodies, and they were sent to my capital. This is them, because once that happens, you can just click on go to, and then you look in your capital and figure out which ones. It was these guys, because this is not a recruitable commander. It's funny because he reincarnated to old age, so I thought that was really silly, but he's already old age, even though he was literally just born again, like birthed again. He just might be really, really wise or something like that. Anyways, the Bandark nobles are not recruitable, not summonable, not anything. The only way you can get them is with reincarnation this way. It's pretty cool because they are leadership 145, which is like the best commanders that you can have with Bandar. Way better than the Guyaka generals, but they're not sacred, and so they don't have any magic leadership. So for those purposes, it's kind of meh. They'd be really good in like middle-age Bandar because Bandar log, because that uses mostly monkeys already, and then summonable like celestial beings. But if you make one of these a prophet, they can be really cool. I'm not going to make the old age one a prophet because that'd be dumb. Because my bless has magic leadership, so then he could lead at least some people. Or you could give him equipment or stuff like that. But otherwise, he's kind of useless to my particular strategy. So that's unfortunate. And then I get these guys as well. The percent chance of reincarnation is dependent on it being either a guru or... No, just kidding. They're both 50% chance. But the chance of value indicates is the maximum chance possible. So it gets up to 50%, but it's less than that if you have low to no experience. So it's dependent on experience, and you get experience from either being in battles, like a lot of my guys have been already, or by researching. These guys have not been in any battles, but they've been researching for like months now, and they get experience. So if they die, they have a higher chance of reincarnating. So that's that, except for they have no chance of reincarnating because World's Teeth Mountain is not in my dominion. So that's something to consider. All of these guys, if this fort was attacked and they all died, would be wasted because they're not in my dominion. So Airmore has been pushing hard on that front, and I should probably have considered, because obviously I don't, but I should have considered moving them to a more dominion friendly place like here, especially since this is also giving me a crap ton of magic. Airmore's dominion gives magic, but I don't really think that it is affecting my research. 8 versus 10. Yeah, no, it's not. So that would have been good for me to have moved them to like here. This should have been my primary research battery instead. I mean, it sort of is. I have two centers of research right now, and with owl quills, it's going to get pretty high up there. Right now, it's already at 600. Yay, I guess that's maybe high. I don't think it is. Let's just say that another game where I'm at this point, 50 turns in, yeah, I'm at like 1,600 research. So I can do way better than this, especially with high magic, dominion, and owl quills and all that jazz. All right. That's my basic strategy. That's how reincarnation works. Funny how this terrible battle example allowed me to show you and demonstrate that. Next turn I'll get to show you Siddhas in all their glory and why I love them so much. And let's see, mercenaries, no, except for he's getting the elephant. Celestial Apostates is probably one of the best mercenaries for my particular nation. Why? Because they summon a celestial bureaucrat, these tubby pig guys with rakes, and I think 10 celestial soldiers, the TNC summons. These are all TNC summons, and celestial soldiers are sacred magical beings. And you know what affects sacred magical beings? Celestial music, my battlefield-wide quickness spell. So it actually does work on TNC's sacreds also, if I ever did that. Friendlies, obviously, but if I ever got them, like with mercenaries, it would work with them. And I have used that before. Messages, not sending any globals, everyone's is still up, and this is very disproportionate balance of power. So yeah, I think people are realizing that and making moves to fight that. Yeah, Airmore's been pushing hard. His border has expanded pretty drastically, but you know, I'm just gonna raffle stomp all over him with his super combatants. Okay, enough talk. That's all for tonight. See you tomorrow. Have a good one.